Here we go. So with our first rumour for a 2022 set coming out yesterday, I thought that now would be a great time to have my final predictions for the winter 2022 and I guess spring 2022 sets. And I'm just going to be predicting all the sets. I have been building up to this for a while now. I've done an episode on battle packs, an episode on microfighters, whatever. There's a playlist, LEGO Star Wars 2022, check that out. And I go into lots of predictions in all detail. But for this one, instead of listing lots, I'm just going to be choosing one specific one, and there are a lot that I think could happen, but these are the ones that I guess are the most likely, some of which are some wild cards, and after the first rumour I've actually changed some of the stuff, so check around and see if this would hype you up, and of course, if I'm right, then that's great. First off though, I just want to say when these rumours could come out. So obviously we got one set on September 3rd this year, but by looking at last year, the first rumour list came out on September 13th, and then I guess the leaked images, if you remember those, they came out October 7th, and then we got of course official images on November 24th, and the release date for those sets was January 1st, 2021. And I'm also just going to go through the schedule, I guess, for what we could expect. We know that at least one battle pack is coming, so I'm going to say 1 to 2, probably 2. We've also got 1 or 2 microfighters, probably 2. 1 dual microfighter, 1 4+ set, 2 $30, $40 sets, 2 $50 to $100 sets, which makes it about 8 to 10 sets. Obviously none of this is confirmed, so like last year it could surprise us, but I think this is the most likely option, and we could be going to somewhat normal of LEGO. I think the wave structure will be kind of a mix of the 2020 January wave and the 2021 one, with the 2020 being the normal one. So I think it'll be with battle packs and stuff a bit more normal, but maybe still sacrificed in some areas, if you know what I mean, if you know about the January 2021 wave. It's also interesting to note that we may be getting another split wave, however none of us are sure about that. By that I mean like last year's wave, if it'll be split sets between January and March, we could get a similar thing to last year's wave. Finally, before we get into specific sets, it's important to talk about what shows are coming out next year and have come out this year. So this year we've of course got the Bad Batch. Will we be getting sets? Well, we got the Bad Batch shuttle in August, and will we be getting January sets? Maybe, but maybe not, honestly. Like, I've been saying yes for a lot of these times, but when I look back at the Clone Wars Season 7 sets, we got some sets the summer following its release, exactly like the Bad Batch. Then we didn't get any in January, and got 2 more sets, of course, in the summer 2021 wave. In this case, though, it would be the summer 2022 wave. Of course, we were also getting Season 2 of the Bad Batch, though, so really not sure about that. But I think if there is going to be a set, it will include Omega, and I do have one prediction coming up later on, which you'll be able to see. So that's really interesting to think about. I'm not too sure on if we're going to get sets for the Bad Batch. We're of course going to be getting sets for the Book of Boba Fett though in January. Makes a lot of sense. The show will still be running in its Season 1 through January, and I can 100% not see LEGO passing on this, so there will be at least one set based on the Book of Boba Fett this wave. Obi-Wan Kenobi is just guessing it's on May 4th release for the show. I think we could get a spring set, but probably just waiting until August. But we could be getting a set in either March, April, or May, maybe even a May 4th set release. That'd be pretty cool. But we could, of course, see it if there was a split wave in that later wave. Finally, Andor sets, they'll be in the summer wave in August. And then Mandalorian Season 3 is, of course, coming out in 2022. And I could see one set for that, probably Mando's new ship, since the Razor Crest has been blown up. So that'll be in either August or maybe a September release like the Razor Crest was. Now we are going to move on to the actual sets, and we'll start off with the one that we do know is coming, and this is set 75320. That is the rumored set number. This is the Hoth Imperial Battle Pack with 105 pieces for $20 US. By the way, all prices shown in this video are in USD. Sorry to anyone else, including me. It's just the most widely used for LEGO rumors and stuff. And yeah, we do know that it'll be coming with 4 figures, being 3 snowtroopers and 1 Hoth scout trooper. And then it'll come with a lot of builds actually. There'll be a speeder bike, an E-web blaster cannon, as well as some snow wall, probably like a turret defense thing, and then also minifigure stands, which I presume if we get another battle pack will also come in that set. I made a mock of it using mecha bricks, and for the stands I just put these radar dishes, and they were used in some 2016 sets as stands. So I think that these could just be the minifigure stands, and maybe they'll actually be in all of the sets, just as a way to kind of stand your figures up if they're not on anything, just so that they don't fall over. For the other battle pack, I do actually have an Elite Squad Troop battle pack. I am sticking with it. I don't think a Dark Troop battle pack is coming anymore, because I don't think there'll be 2 Imperial battle packs, and I'm not too sure on a Hoth Rebel Troop battle pack, as you'll see a set coming up soon that will fill that spot. But this one still makes a lot of sense for me. It is based on the Bad Batch. There could of course be some other options, but I still think this makes a lot of sense, and I'm going to be sticking with it. Of course this will be $20, include minifigure stands just like the last one if it does exist. And yeah, for the figures I think 3 Elite Squad Troopers and 1 Phase 2 White Clone Trooper, because why not have that in there. It could be 2 Elite Squad Troopers and then some other stuff, not too sure though. And then for the build I think a Walker in a black colour scheme, because we got the Bark Speeder of course in the Bad Batch shuttle, and we wouldn't want another Bark Speeder with that in the Elite Squad Trooper colours, so it would be cool to get kind of like your own 501st battle pack in a dark black colour scheme. For Microfighters, before we get into it, it is interesting to note that the battle pack, the first one, has the set number of 75320, because that is the next up, I guess, set number after 75319, the Mandalorian Forge. So these bots are usually kind of used for the Microfighters, so maybe there won't be Microfighters. Maybe I'm reading too much into set numbers, of course. There have been a lot of mishaps recently, like Darth Vader's meditation chamber randomly chucked between Microfighters and stuff, and same with the 4+ set between some Microfighters, so maybe I'm reading too much into it, and perhaps, of course, it is just fine, and maybe the Hoth Trooper Battle Pack was meant to come out in 2020. That could explain a lot, and they kind of shoved it in as fast as possible. About 2021, with the 2021 January wave, of course, missing battle packs. But anyways, Microfighter wise, I think a Razor Crest Microfighter definitely needs to happen for $10, unless they have a price increase like the battle packs. One minifigure being the Mandalorian, probably in Beskar armor. It's coming in a lot of sets now, wouldn't surprise me, but a Razor Crest Microfighter makes a lot of sense. And I guess to oppose it, it would be a Slave 1 Microfighter or Boba Fett Starship Microfighter for $10 again. This will come with one minifigure being Boba Fett, hopefully the Book of Boba Fett version, which would be the same as the one in the Boba Fett Starship set, 75312, that came out in summer 2021. So hopefully that figure could come into Microfighter. That would be pretty cool. But of course, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe they'd remove the arm printing or something. Not too sure. Maybe they'll just do an Empire Strikes Back based one and kind of call it a Book of Boba Fett set. I'm not too sure though. But a Slave 1 Microfighter is definitely going to happen in my opinion. And I can't wait for it because we've never properly had one. Pick for a dual Microfighter has changed a lot, and it's a pretty big wild card now. There's a Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit Microfighters. Now this is really random just because I think we'll be getting a dual Microfighter based on Return of the Jedi. We've had a few from A New Hope. Last year we had one from Empire Strikes Back, so it's time for Return of the Jedi. And the one that I guess makes the most sense as a dual Microfighter, especially with like the animal builds they've had, is a Desert Skiff and Sarlacc Pit. I have no idea how they do a Sarlacc Pit or even a Desert Skiff, but it'll be a cool different Microfighter, and it'll be kind of like a chibi scale Desert Skiff, so I think that'll be pretty cool honestly. Figures, maybe Luke, and just a Desert Skiff, or even Boba Fett. No one would really be able to pilot a Sarlacc Pit obviously, but they could have like a stand that they come off. I'm not really sure how it would work. I just think that it'll be pretty cool. And otherwise just anything from Return of the Jedi, maybe like a B-Wing versus ATST. I know that never happens in the film, but something like that would be pretty cool. Of course, for the 4+ set, it's going to be a Luke's Land Speeder. I am 99% certain of that one. It would be $20, 2 figures, Luke C-3PO, boom, you got yourself a set. They just need one massive molded part for the base of the Land Speeder, and you've got yourself a great set. Of course, Lego's going to do it. The old one, I believe, is retiring at the end of this year, so perfect time to bring a new one out. And a 4+1 would be a decent variation, I think. So I'm very certain that this set is coming. It's a very logical 4+ set. This up is just reserved for a Book of Boba Fett set, and this will be $30–40. And yeah, I have no idea what this could be. Obviously, just some kind of set from there makes a lot of sense. It would come with Boba Fett, of course, hopefully the same one from this level Microfighter. Hopefully Fennec Shan too, that would be great. And other than that, I have no idea. That's just the space I've reserved for it, because we're definitely going to be getting at least one in this wave. The other $30 set, I think a Snowspeeder makes a lot of sense, especially with the Hoth Trooper Battle Pack, and the UCS 8080, and even the Playscale one that came out in 2020. It makes so much sense to have a Snowspeeder on the market. And yeah, this would also serve as lots of things. Obviously, it would be great with the UCS 8080 and the Playscale one. And of course, it would come with some Rebels to verse your Hoth Imperial Trooper Battle Pack. So it would make so much sense for this to happen. I really thought this was going to come in the 2021 January wave, and it didn't. Then I thought it would come in the January 2020, the summer 2021 wave, and obviously it didn't. So I'm thinking now, perfect time to release one. I know Luke's Landspeeder and a Snowspeeder are in the same wave, oh no, but I actually do think this is pretty likely. First largest set I have to justify. Now this is from the Bad Batch, and it makes actually quite a lot of sense. I think I've seen a lot of people saying this. The custom set in the middle there is made by Gatka Bricks. Made great custom there, of course. It's just great. The other ones in this video, by the way, are by me, unless stated otherwise. But yeah, this of course makes so much sense to have as a set. For $80 I think would be a pretty good price, and it'll come 4 figures being Cad Bane, Fennec Shand I guess, makes a lot of sense, and Omega, as well as Toto 360. I know he isn't really a figure, but he'd count on the box, so he counts as a figure to me. So yeah, some great figures. There'll be our way to get Omega, and she wouldn't come in such a cheap set, and people would have to buy at least $80 to get it, which I think is a good move for Lego. Another wild card pick, but I think it's time for a new Naboo Starfighter. That'll make a lot of sense for $60. Random minifigure selection, of course, Anakin, R2, Captain Panaka I think we could see again, and then a security battle droid, because why not? That'll be a pretty decent set. Makes a lot of sense to me, definitely needs a remake. Moving on to spring sets, I think this is my pick for a Kenobi set, but I guess it could be just a New Hope base. But last home set, it's needed for $30, I don't really care. For if it's based on Obi-Wan, it'll come with Obi-Wan, young Luke, Aunt Beru, and Owen, just because I'm pretty sure that'll be in the show, and that's like the only prediction I can make for a Kenobi set. So I definitely think it would make a lot of sense to come from Kenobi. Otherwise it could be a New Hope base, then swap out Obi-Wan for like a Tusken Raider or a Treadwell Droid or a Jar or something like that. But this would be a very cool set, and I think it's time that we finally get one. For UCS set, I think we need a remake of the UCS ATST. For $200 is quite a lot. The last one was actually $80, which is a really great price. But I guess they could bump it up to that, make it a bit bigger. That'd be a great set, and it definitely needs a remake. Again, I love the old one, but it is quite sturdy, so maybe I'll tile it off a bit, and it would be incredible. Helmets, I think we'll be sticking with two. They'll both be $60, and it'll be a Kylo Ren helmet, because I think they'll be kind of cool, unique. Definitely would be great. And then a Mandalorian helmet, as in Din Djarin. I have not predicted this in a while, because it was of course similar to the Boba Fett helmet, but now could be the time. Maybe wait until Boba Fett's helmet actually retires, then it would be a good time after Mandalorian Season 3. Otherwise, I guess a Bad Batch member, any Bad Batch member, probably Hunter, would make a lot of sense as a helmet. Otherwise, there's lots of opportunities. Go wild, Lego, choose some cool helmets. Finally, for the buildable droid, we need everyone's favourite droid, AZI 3452118964649872137. Please, Lego, don't call him AZ3 on the box. Name him the entire thing, and that would be such a meme. So incredible. Please do that, Lego. But seriously, this would be a pretty cool buildable character, and it would be pretty unique actually in design compared to the others. I guess $70 is a fair price for what you'd be getting, and yeah, I think it would be a pretty cool set based on the Bad Batch, of course. I don't know how likely a Bad Batch droid is, but you know, since by the end of Season 1 it kind of looks like he's joining the Bad Batch, it would make a lot of sense. I guess we could of course also see Toto 360, but I think that AZ3 makes a lot of sense. And yeah, those have been my predictions for Winter 2022. It's been a great journey predicting some sets with you. Let me know your final predictions down below. Of course, by the time I post this video, rumors could be out. Who knows, they could be out any time from now. I said that in This Week in LEGO Star Wars, and look where we are. So anytime from now, I can't wait, of course, to hear these rumors. Hopefully they're great and not disappointing, but we'll see. We know that they can't be another X-Wing, TIE Fighter, Imperial Shuttle, so they'll be, I think, better than that. So hopefully anything like this would be pretty good. Not the best, but I think it would make a lot of sense. So let me know your thoughts down below, your predictions, and yeah, that'll be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.